So Now You're Back, by Heidi Rice. Read by Lucy Price Lewis. Chapter 1. Where are you, Mum? You're late. Again. Bugger. Hallie Best clicked furiously on the iPhone's keypad as she shot out of the car park at St Pancras Station and crossed the loading bay. There in 2 secs. Honest. Magnifico multitask Mum strikes again, she thought triumphantly, as she shoved the phone back in her bag. She kept her head down as the service tunnel at the back of the station led onto the strip of shops and cafes lining the route to the main concourse. Avoiding eye contact with members of the British public had become a habit in the last 2 years, because she'd discovered they only ever seemed to recognise her and want to waylay her for an autograph or a chat about their latest baking disaster when she was in a rush, chronically late, or on a collision course with her daughter Lizzie's prodigious temper. As all 3 DEFCON positions were currently in countdown mode, she absolutely could not risk it. Darting past the Yo Sushi on her left and the ticket office on her right, she narrowly avoided a young mum with a pushchair while circumnavigating a group of backpack-toting foreign students, going at a pace that would make a geriatric snail look like Usain Bolt. She sucked in a couple of extra breaths, feeling winded as she hit the main thoroughfare. Note to self, get that bloody cross-trainer in the basement out of mothballs. Raising her head to check her direction, she made eye contact with a sharply dressed office worker who sent her a "don't I know you from somewhere" smile. Hallie returned it while shooting past on full steam before the woman figured out the answer. She hated to be impolite or abrupt with people who recognised her, and up until 2 years ago she had always been more than willing to stop and chat about collapsing soufflés or how to make the perfect choux pastry, because she'd gotten a major rush out of any kind of acknowledgement. She was still both humbled and chuffed to bits at any sign that people enjoyed and appreciated her domestic diva brand. But in the past 24 months, ever since the Best of Everything had moved from a morning slot on cable TV to an early evening slot on BBC Two, and her 3rd book, The Best on a Budget, had hit the bestseller charts, the attention had begun to interfere more and more with even Magnifico multitask Mum's ability to keep all the plates in her life spinning. Hence, being a tiny bit tardy to collect her daughter from the Eurostar terminal after Lizzie's 4-day trip to Paris to visit her father. The production meeting had overrun, as it always did, but Hallie thought she'd programmed in more than enough time to get from Soho to King's Cross, and if it hadn't been for that plonker trying to do a right turn in a no-right turn zone outside the British Library, she so would have made it here in time. She mentally tucked her frustration away, pasting on what she hoped was her most competent and unflustered smile as she spotted her daughter, slumped glumly on one of the benches by the Eurostar exit, with her boots perched on her suitcase, her iPod earbuds in and her smartphone out, as she texted furiously, probably about what an arsewipe her mum was to all her friends on Facebook. Hallie slowed as love and relief barreled into her chest and combined with her breathlessness to make her light-headed. Given she was already several crucial nanoseconds late, she might as well take a moment to admire her 18-year-old daughter before facing the full force of Lizzie's disgust. Long-limbed and slim, but not too slim anymore, thank goodness, Lizzie had what Hallie had always craved, a coltish elegance that was natural and unaffected, and didn't require the help of a personal trainer and/or industrial-strength Spanx. The soft tangle of strawberry blonde hair hanging down her back, which had fizzed around her head as a baby and made her look like a cherubic dandelion, was equally arresting. Sometime in the last 2 years, after what Hallie had panicked might be an eating disorder, Lizzie had lost that pudgy tomboyish quality that Hallie had always adored, and grown into this beautiful, if sullen and secretive, swan. Hallie shook off the thought to stop the guilt from constricting around her stomach like a freakishly large anaconda. No need to go there again. Somewhere along the line, Lizzie had stopped being that happy-go-lucky tomboy who had been open and eager about everything, and an absolute marvel with her little brother Aldo, and become a volatile teenager.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?